This week on KCBY, we recap the recent board meeting discussing school consolidations and other updates.
We learn about the energy the new DECA advisors are bringing to the table.
And we get an inside look at the only CHS athlete named National Merit semifinalist this year.
Hi, and welcome to our third KCBY show for the 2025 to 2026 school year. I'm Michaela Arnold.
And I'm Maya On.
KCBY starts now.
With the retirement of Dr. Brad Hunt and the closing of Pinkerton Elementary last year, CISD is adapting to the recent upcoming changes.
Emmy joins us now with the latest update on the school board's plan to tackle these challenges.
Thank you, Michaela. Unfortunately, since the 2023 to 2024 school year, CISD has faced many budget challenges. As we saw last week, the closing of Town Center Elementary School was discussed during a board workshop on September 22nd.
Town Center families completely at my empathy. I know how hard it is.
Now, the community gathers as the Board of Trustees holds an open forum in order to hear out the opinions of citizens, employees, and families in regard to the recent proposal. A total of 47 speakers took their place at the mic on September 29th, and over half of them asked the board to vote no when the expected decision takes place on October 6th.
I find it gut-wrenching that just days ago, our teachers were told by upper admin that they could not guarantee their jobs.
Next on the schedule, the board officially elected CISD's new superintendent, Dr. Leanne Shivers.
That Capel remains a model, student-centered learning and inspiring district for decades to come. There truly is no place like CISD. Thank you.
Lastly, Chief Operations Officer Sid Grant and Chief Financial Officer Diana Sirkar spoke about everything numbers and what the plans are for renovations and improvements throughout all schools in the district. Stay tuned for more updates. Back to you, Michaela.
Over the last 10 years, Coppell DECA was led by Richard Chamberlain, but this year, two new advisors have stepped into the role.
Using their past experience, Stephanie Neal and Chris Granados look forward to continuing the passion Coppell DECA is known for. Sophia takes a look.
I eat, sleep, and breathe DECA, okay?
Stephanie Neal and Chris Granados come to Coppell from different DECA backgrounds. Ms. Neal has been a DECA advisor for 13 years and Mr. Granados for 3, both coming from chapters of different sizes.
There's a lot of similarities in the way you run a DECA chapter as long as you're organized, you have good communication and a strong officer team, but it's more logistics with that many people.
The chapter size from my last campus was only 25 members. It's a different monster out here. So I've had to partner with Neil because she has a little more experience with bigger groups than I have.
I pretty much with this chapter have a little bit of hands-off experience, which I have not had before, but they're getting the job done, so that works well.
I think doing our best and showing them that it's really worth it to be here in Coppell.
I see that the drive, and that excites me.
I love the competitive nature, and my goal is to get more people to ICDC because that is like the pinnacle of DECA.
It's going to be a rewarding year, and I'm just excited, yeah.
For KCBY, I'm Sophia Vittoria.
Now to Sidekick for the latest from Coppell Student Media.
Thanks, Michaela. This week on Coppell Student Media, read Zara Sheikh's story on Town Center Elementary School's possible consolidation. Read Raima Awan's coverage of Coppell football's first district game against Hebron, and read Hiral Patel's feature on CHS9 geometry teacher James Balin and the positive attitude he brings to students and staff at CHS9. Our Sidekick Issue 1 is now on all campus racks, so please make sure to pick your copy up today. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Hugh. Now to Sophie with the buzz.
Famous actress and singer Selena Gomez and music producer Benny Blanco have officially tied the knot. The couple got married on September 27th in Santa Barbara, prompting an outpour of celebrity well wishes, including one from Taylor Swift herself, an old friend of Selena's who gave a speech at their wedding. Gomez walked down the aisle wearing a custom Ralph Lauren gown featuring a floral halter neck and a structured bodice. The future is bright for this newly wedded couple. We all know Tom Holland for his famous role in the Spider-Man movies that are a superhero classic for Marvel fans. However, on September 19th, the actor suffered a mild concussion while filming his brand new movie, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. The injury occurred during a stunt and production has briefly paused as Holland says he is recovering and will return soon. Switching gears to the world of comedy, Saudi Arabia is said to host an international event called the Riyadh Comedy Festival from September 26th through October 9th. However, things are taking a turn while multiple comedians, including Shane Gillis and Zach Woods, are beginning to turn down their gigs due to the conflict the U.S. has had with Saudi Arabia and the events of 9/11 that occurred in 2001. The widely popular festival has now turned controversial and many comedians are debating their attendance. That's all for this week. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophie. Now to sports for all things Coppell athletics.
Hi, I'm Evan Meekins, and this is CSPN. Every year, College Board designates less than 1% of high schoolers as National Merit semifinalists based on PSAT results, and CHS is home to 45 of these accomplished students. But one stands out from the rest, showcasing excellence both in the classroom and on the track. Mason has the story.
Balancing the demands of early morning practices with late-night study sessions, Shrivant has built a reputation for both excellence on the course and in the classroom.
One of the most valuable lessons I've learned from cross country was discipline. You need to wake up every morning, you need to do your runs every day, and make sure you're doing all the little things right.
Coach Red has watched him push through miles of training and lead by example for his teammates.
They're learning things that a lot of young people don't learn. Shrivant is somebody that we brag on all the time because he does things the right way. I think he's a role model to others.
And in the classroom, his teachers see the same determination and focus that drives success on the track.
One thing that makes Shrivant such a standout student is the fact that he is so disciplined. I think it's important to recognize that it's unique to have both academics and athletes together in each student. They're highly motivated as far as they nail, and I think that kind of sets a pattern that hopefully they take with them from high school and in life to be able to do several different things.
For KCBY, I'm Mason Tortai.
Last week, the Coppell Cowboys squared off against the Hebron Hawks. Mahir gives us a wrap-up on the football team's first district game.
It's game day, Cowboy fans. Tonight, your Coppell Cowboys take on the Hebron Hawks here at Hawk Stadium. The Cowboys come in with an undefeated 2-0 record, with Hebron coming in at a 1-2 record. Let's see how tonight's game goes.
The Cowboys' offense started slow, with them trailing shortly after the opening drive, but quickly made up for it with a rushing touchdown to tie the game with a score of 7-7 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Cowboys were able to put up a strong defense and prevented the offense from scoring. Once the Cowboys had gotten the ball, they quickly increased the gap with another rushing touchdown, making the score 14-7 at the end of the first half. Quickly after the start of the third quarter, the Cowboys were able to pierce through the defense and score another rushing touchdown with a 2-point conversion, putting the score to 22-7. Almost immediately after the Cowboys had gotten the ball back, they swiftly got within 20 yards of the end zone and rushed it in for another touchdown with another 2-point conversion to put the score at 30-15 at the end of the third quarter. During the final quarter, the Cowboys had quickly gotten an 82-yard touchdown straight from a kick return, putting the score at 37-23 to finish off the night.
And to truly seal in the score, Coppell's defense locked in and barely let the opponents gain anything from the final seconds of the game.
For KCBY, I'm Mihir Gupta.
Be sure to watch the Cowboys tonight as they face the Dengar Wildcats at Buddy Eccles Field. Kickoff is at 7. That's all for CSPN. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Evan. And now we honor our Teacher of the Week.
This week, we present Mr. Grant Garner with our Teacher of the Week. Mr. Garner always encourages and inspires his students to chase their dreams. His positive energy never fails to brighten the classroom. We are so grateful for his help with our studio and his continuous support for KCBY. That's all for KCBY this week.
We'll see you next week, CHS. Thanks for tuning in.
Drink you spilled all over